जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन राजा राम। जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन राजा राम। जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन राजा राम। अभय प्रदायक आनंददायक अभय प्रदायक आनंददायक त्रिभुवन मोहन सीता रामा। त्रिभुवन मोहन सीता रामा। दानव भंजन दीनो धारण दानव भंजन दीनो धारण दानव भंजन दीनो धारण दानव भंजन दीनो धारण प्रेम सागर साई राम। प्रेम सागर साई राम। प्रेम सागर साई राम। प्रेम सागर साई राम। जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन राजा राम। जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन राजा राम। अभय प्रदायक आनंददायक त्रिभुवन मोहन सीता रामा। दानव भंजन दीनो धारण दानव भंजन दीनो धारण दानव भंजन दीनो धारण दानव भंजन दीनो धारण प्रेम सागर साई राम। प्रेम सागर साई राम। प्रेम सागर साई राम। प्रेम सागर साई राम। जय जय राम जय रघुराम दशरथ नंदन राजा राम। हरि आनंदमय जय नारायण। हरि आनंदमय जय नारायण। साई आनंदमय जय नारायण। साई आनंदमय जय नारायण। Paramananda Madhava Hari Anandamaya Jaya Narayana Hari Anandamaya Jaya Narayana Sai Anandamaya Jaya Narayana Sai Anandamaya Jaya Narayana Vasudevanandana Radha Jeevana Vasudevanandana Radha Jeevana Paramananda Madhava Paramananda Madhava Paramananda Madhava Paramananda Madhava Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Sai Narayana Narayana Sai Narayana Sai Narayana Hari Anandamaya Jaya Narayana जय हो नटराज 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 गंगाधर शंभो हे नटराज गंगाधर शंभो हे नटराज हाललोचना पाहि मुरारी हाललोचना पाहि मुरारी हाला हलधर हे त्रिपुरारी हाला हलधर हे त्रिपुरारी जय हो नटराज 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 गंगाधर शंभो हे नटराज हाललोचना पाहि मुरारी हाला हलधर हे त्रिपुरारी जय हो नटराज जय हो नटराज जय हो नटराज
Offering our pranams to Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, elders, brothers and sisters, Sairam and good evening. At the outset, a hearty congratulations to all our students for that marvelous performance yesterday. Hours of hard work and practice over the last 1 month has paid off in a splendid manner, and more importantly, bringing so much joy to Swami. The performance is a testimony of your love, devotion, commitment, and above all, divine grace. While these events are platforms for upskilling and growth. They also provide avenues for practicing all that is taught both inside and outside the classroom. Besides academics, Paravidya is one of the USPs of our institution. The syllabus is standardized, curated according to the age, from grade 6 all the way to the university. And besides this, Sadguru's talks by elders, and the Shibiras on various spiritual texts leave a deep impact on young minds, especially when even complex topics are explained in a simple, practical manner that is easily understood and assimilated by all. This evening's speaker, Pratyusha, will share with us her learnings over the years. She joined in grade 7 at the Jaipura campus and is currently in grade 12 at Sri Sathya Sai Niketanam, Nallakadnalli campus. Both her parents are active volunteers in our mission. Pratyusha, please.
साईश्वराय विद्महे प्रेमस्वरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो मधुसूदनः प्रचोदयात् तन्नो साईनाथ प्रचोदयात्. My deep gratitude at the feet of my master Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. My greetings to one and all present here and those watching us live. Today I am before you all to share my beautiful life with Bhagwan. My life with Swami is very unique to me because he has been more of a friend than a guru to me since my childhood. I was blessed to be born to a family where my parents also follow and love Swami. They imbibe the quality of service to me since my childhood. I knew very little about the hostels here, but I had a deep feeling to be with Swami. And the moment I saw Jaipura campus, it struck to me that this was my true home. And during my interview, Anantmurthy sir had asked me as to what I would become when I grow up. And since my childhood, I always aspired to become a pediatrician. So he asked me whether I would discontinue after my 12th grade because there was no medical college here. But I had a greater purpose, that is to be with Swami. So I told him that I would do anything which Swami would tell me to do. And there my journey began. And the very next year, Swami told that he'll be opening a medical college right here. And Swami, with your grace and blessing, I'm preparing for my NEET examinations this year. Coming to hostel was very new to me. Before coming here, I always used to think only I was right. But Swami has made me imbibe the qualities of acceptance, forgiveness, selflessness, and letting go of things. And these qualities, over the years, have molded me into a better person than what I was before. My actual practice in Paravidya started in my 9th grade. During the Gita Sarasarita Shibira, we were blessed with personal campus interviews. And during Jaipura campus interview, I was right there in the first row because I was part of the bhajan group. And out of nowhere, he turned to me and asked which quality I was following. And I was completely blank because till then I was truly not following any quality. He asked me multiple times, but I was not able to answer him. My senior sisters beside me tried answering, but he was very persistent on me answering. But here I was, not a word out of my mouth. After the session, I felt very bad that I had upset him. And I decided to take this seriously and chose the quality of Samadukka Sukhaha, meaning accepting both good and bad equanimously and accepting everything as Swami's will. And this quality has helped me accept the situations which have come through my life. As per my interest and hobbies, Swami has graciously provided me many opportunities like singing, dancing, and Veda chanting. Last year, a few days before Sadguru's birthday, we were all informed that we could be part of the morning's Veda procession. But I was not selected. But I didn't feel bad because I knew he would have planned something much greater for me in life. And later, we got to know that we could also be part of the evening procession. And this time, was I not only selected for the procession, but also for holding the Kalshyam. This made me realize that he had much greater plans, and this made my belief in my quality much stronger. Swami has beautiful way of turning every situation into a life's lesson. And one of my life's lesson was during Ashtavakra Shibira. He was teaching higher truth, but here I was suffering with my own personal problems. There were disagreements and misunderstandings amongst my classmates. This disturbed me and made me emotionally very low. And when I prayed, Swami gave me a solution. This became the formula for my life. It was etadapi gamishyati, meaning this too shall pass. This gave me the clarity of how impermanent the situations might be and made me stronger to move on with complete detachment. A prayer written by Saint Francis of Assisi have touched my heart. They go like, make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. And where this sadness ever joy. O Master, grant that I may never seek so much to be consoled as to console, and to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Swami, I want to be the channel of your peace, channel of your love, and channel of your message to the entire world. And with full conviction, I would say, Karishye Vachanam Tava. I would like to conclude with a poem. Which I wrote in my 11th grade titled Cries of the Heart. O mind, why were you not a little kind to help me on the path I ought to find? While we kept telling others, you're mine, we forgot to tell that we all belong to the divine. And when everything was gone, my Lord told me that I was not alone. When I took a step, He was always there to keep a check. From Banda to Ananda, from me to He, I'm blessed to be chosen on the way to Thee. Swami, my deep gratitude to you for giving me and my family a beautiful opportunity to be part of the One World, One Family mission and serve humanity. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
We now request Shri B. N. Narasimhamurthy sir to address all of us, please.
Most beloved Swami, brothers and sisters, very dear students, boys and girls. Dr. Sai Lakshmi made two very important points concerned with our students. The first is the excellent performances in the stadium yesterday, which have made Swami very proud of you. He said it, and he is so satisfied, not just your physical acts of performance, but the kind of love and devotion and faith you have in Swami. Of course, the second point she made was the impact of Paravidya on the students. And Pratyusha is an example of that. How the Paravidya, she learned from 7th class onwards, affected her, impacted her, what are the lessons she has learned. Coming back to sports and cultural meet, I want to share with you what the important guests who participated in the morning session said, when they were having lunch, one was all the district officers were there. One is the district commissioner, deputy commissioner, who is also the revenue magistrate. And there was the district judge, who is the judicial magistrate. And then there was the superintendent of police, the highest authority for police in the district. They said they enjoyed all the programs because they were there only for morning programs. The kind of adventure sports, the kind of adventurous activities that our boys demonstrated was beyond their imagination. They said that we enjoyed it, but when the motorcycles came, all our hearts came into our mouths. The police superintendent said, even in our police academy, our police people will not try all these dangerous things that the boys did. And march past, the march past, especially of the girls, they pointed out. We struggle to make policemen and police women march like this, but we never achieved and we will never achieve. It was such a wonderful thing. And I have participated in 40 annual sports and cultural programs, beginning with the first with Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba in 1984. After that, every year, not only watched, I am a part and parcel of these annual sports and cultural meets. Only 2 years, these annual meets were not there. After Baba shed his mortal body, in 2012 and 13, 2 years, there were no annual sports and cultural meets. But after that, in 2014 onwards, we have the same divine personality, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, and same boys and girls. I felt yesterday, especially when Swami was leaving the stadium, looking at the kind of enthusiasm, love on the faces of boys and girls, I told Swami, it's our greatest good fortune that we can relive our same experiences which we had with Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and his students. It is a wonderful relationship between students and Bhagavan at that time, and now between Sadguru and his students. But only now the numbers are more, much more. Number of campuses those days we had was those who were taking part in the annual sports and cultural meet at Prashant Nilayam were only 3 campuses. Prashant Nilayam, of course, school was there, university, Anandpur campus, and Brindavan campus. The same kind of interest that Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba was taking in the sports and cultural activities of students, Sadguru is also today taking. And the same kind of performance I see from both boys and girls, with one difference, that girls were doing in Prashant Nilayam, Anandpur girls, all that they tried to do, all that boys did. And Baba allowed it, and Sadguru, for right reasons, is not allowing it. Even the motorcycle darings, daredevilry on motorcycles, they did. Here, girls did horse riding in 2014 and 2015. Definitely, girls are capable of doing whatever boys do, I would say, better. And coming back to Pratyusha, the way she has understood life at that very young age is something very astonishing. That is what parents can do for their children. She also talked about her parents, and they have played a great role. And when she came into the system, Sadguru took over, and the kind of lessons that she has learned from Paravidya are being practiced. When she is talking about how the work that she is doing now, preparation for NEET examination, has helped her to grow spiritually, I remember the statement of Voltaire, the French philosopher and writer, which reflects the Western point of view of what is work, what is the role of work in man or woman's life. He said, work helps man to win over three great evils. First is boredom, second is vice, and third is want. These are three great evils. I mean, that is how Westerners look at, generally, not the Westerners who are sitting here or those who are following either Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba or Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. The Westerners who are following the two great masters are more Indian than Indians. I would like to say that. He felt that the work, whatever work we do, helps us. I agree with it. Because even in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Nahi kaschit kshanabhipi jatu tishtati akarmakrat. Karmanubandhini manushya loke. No man or woman can sit quiet without doing work even for a moment. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi. It's not part, we have to do the work. If you don't do the work, you will get into three evils. One is boredom. And boredom is such a killing experience for human beings. And then you get into vice, because idle mind is devil's workshop. You are not doing anything. Your mind, as was said by a psychologist, there is nothing consistent with the human mind except its tendency to drift towards evil. There is nothing consistent about human mind. This morning, I am a saint. By afternoon, Baba said this. Morning, I am a yogi. Noon, I am a bogi. Night, I am a rogi. The mind is like that. Everybody's mind is like that. Everybody's mind is like that only. But when you are doing work, it will keep you away from vice. You don't do wrong things. Because mind naturally goes drifts towards evil generally in all human beings. Don't think it is only for young people. Generally, young people complain, sir, my mind is troubling me. How to control the mind. It is not only for young people, more so for old people, I am telling you. For everybody, it is like that. Therefore, it saves you from vice, and then it saves you from want. Unless you work, naturally, you will definitely lack many things in life. See, these are the three important evils. But here, Pratyusha was saying a point. Work helps you to realize God. She didn't put it in those words, but she meant it. Work helps you to realize God. That is the path of Karma Yoga, which Bhagavan Sri Krishna taught in the Bhagavad Gita. It's very, very simple. How you can attain godhood. In fact, here I would like to share with you, Sanatana Dharma or Indian philosophy has three unique, in a way, exotic ideas which you don't find anywhere else in the world. Number one, the seeker and the sought are one and the same. No other religion or philosophy accepts this. You are seeking God, and finally you find that God is yourself, Tattvam Asi. This is an exotic thought in philosophy, I would say, for people who don't have this background. The second is, as she quoted, doing work without desire for the result is another exotic and unique idea in Indian. Nowhere else it is there. People will ask, hey, what a fool you are. If I don't have desire for a reward, why will I work? What is the motivation for me? But here, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, you are having motivation. Even if you are studying, you are not studying for the result. You are studying to win God's grace. Even if you are doing business, you are not working for the profit. You are trying and working for winning God's grace. Even if you are a cricket player, even you are an athlete, you may be anything and everything. You are doing it to win God's, that is the motivation. You have to replace the motivation for the immediate result with the desire for God's grace, like all of you did yesterday. Only motivation was, we want to make Swami happy. Yes or no? See, that is the motivation which sublimates work. That is the second exotic idea in Indian philosophy, which normally the Westerners, general Westerners, find it difficult to digest. The third is, God will come down in the form of a human being as an avatar to redeem you, to teach you, to take you across this ocean of samsara. These three. When I was contemplating on Sadguru's life, I easily discovered and realized that all these three things have manifested in the life of Sadguru. All three have manifested. I have seen him as a seeker. 2-3 days back, Swami himself was telling about it. He was a very sincere seeker as a student. I have not found another student who was so sincere to know about Bhagavan, to know about God. And now he knows what he was seeking was himself. He has realized that. A practical demonstration of the exotic, unique truth in Indian culture, that what you are seeking is yourself. Finally, you find God, you know that, oh, you found yourself. And the second, of working without any desire for the result, working as an instrument of God, nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin, is very exactly demonstrated in the life of Sadguru. There is nobody else, as far as I know, nobody else. He is doing what he is doing because he knows that he is not doing. He has said it also many times. It's all the divine. And day before yesterday, when Sadguru visited Premamrutham, he made a point. A dialogue between Sadguru and Bhagavan recently. The dialogue was, Baba said, it is not my mission or your mission. Baba pointed out, it is his mission. Everyone whom we call as avatars is just an instrument in the hands of the Jagadishvara, the master of the universe, who is not seen, who cannot be seen, who can only be experienced in our own hearts. And coming to the third unique idea, concept, philosophy in Sanatana Dharma, Sadguru is an avatar. How do you say it? I am saying it on the basis of scriptural authority of Sanatana Dharma. Coming to avatars, the avatars are classified into 4 categories. First is the Purna avatar, like Bhagavan Sri Krishna or Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. This was explained by Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba himself, otherwise we would not have understood. Bhagavan Sri Krishna was a Purna avatar who came down with Shodasha Kala, the 16 aspects of divinity. He explained one after. Now I am not going to go into it. Amsha avatar, not 16. Like Rama, he said he had 12 amshas, 12 aspects of divinity. And Avesha avatar is an instant incarnation like Lord Narasimha, who just appears and disappears. He is not born to human parents. Even Matsya or Kurma or Varaha, which Sadguru was explaining to us the other day. And the fourth is Yoga avatar. Anybody who knows the truth would generally prefer to be like Ramana Maharshi. Sit in a place, don't bother about anything else, and teach what he has found. But it is not ordained for Sadguru. He said it, expressed it in Premamrutham day before yesterday in great detail. It is not ordained. He has to do the work. He is a yoga avatar. Anybody who has realized divinity, God, and teaches the path is a yoga avatar. Therefore, we have the embodiment of 3 great, unique ideas of Sanatana Dharma in Sadguru. Therefore, apart from you are doing all the sports activities or cultural activities, studying, coming up in life, most important gift that you have been bestowed by Lord Jagadishwara is to have the darshan of Sadguru. Like all of us had, when we had darshan of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, we felt it. What a great gift God has given to us. To have darshan of Sathya Sai Baba, to talk to him, being talked to by him, being directed by him. See, this is the greatest opportunity that students have. I took this opportunity because all our students are here today. After 10th, the OBE students, the junior students are going away to their campuses. You have to understand what God has given you. Apart from anything else, this is the greatest gift. To see Sadguru, to learn from him, to listen to his discourses, and most importantly, practice little things that he tells students to practice. With these words, I conclude and pray to Sadguru for his benedictory discourse. Thank you very much. Sai Ram to you.
Did you all rest well last night after the events? You were dreaming of the events only in the night also. Rested sometime? Good. He was saying that when the events were going on, there were some guest authorities from the government who were sitting there, and they were all praying that nothing should go wrong. My question is, how can anything go wrong? When everybody is doing it so sincerely, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati, it is said. When Lord Krishna says the devotee of mine never perishes, then how is it possible that with so much of devotion, if you do anything for God, that any untoward thing will happen to you? Not possible. And therefore, I am never afraid of these things. Of course, I always am cautioning, take precautions, take safety measures, take everything that is needed to be done. Because when you do anything, there is a possibility of a small injury or a fall, maybe because of your carelessness, sometimes because of lack of understanding or knowledge of things, things may happen. I'm not saying nobody was hurt in all these days of practice, I'm sure. Some small injuries do happen. But that's how we learn. And if you don't take the chance, then we never learn anything. And that's why it is okay, but nothing untoward will happen to anybody simply because you are a devotee of God. And the devotee of God never perishes. That is what he himself gave a lecture, I think 2 days back he was telling about it. That, what is it? Shipram bhavati dharmatma, shashvat shantim nigacchati, kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. The one who is devoted to me, Shipram bhavati dharmatma. Immediately he becomes a good person, even if his worst, apisheta sudaracharo, he mentioned. Worst of the sinners also become good people because of devotion to God. You can't take credit for being good. You are good because God has blessed you to be good. Otherwise, it's not given to everybody to be good. So he says, Shipram bhavati dharmatma, shashvat shanti. Permanent peace descends on such a person who is devoted to God. Temporary peace can come when nobody is making noise, when your mind is restful, when there are no tensions in life, there are no other worries, anxieties. You feel, you experience some peace. But that is temporary peace. It comes and goes away when the situations change. But the devotee of God is experiencing constant peace, shashvat shanti, always peaceful in his life, whatever happens around. And such a person never perishes because he is devoted to God. The only qualification is he is devoted to God. So when you are devoted to God and you are doing everything for God's sake, how can any harm happen to you? It's not possible, whether you are here in the ashram or anywhere around the world. No harm will happen to you if you are devoted to God. So if any harm is happening to you, what does that mean? Krishna cannot be wrong, Bhagavad Gita cannot be wrong. Some devotion is lacking, that's all it is. If the devotion is complete, then there is no harm, there is no injury, there is no damage, there is no untoward thing that can happen to anybody. So remember that, okay, wherever you are, if something is not going right, all you have to ask a question is my devotion complete? Is my devotion purnamada, purnamidam, like complete in its fullness? Then it won't matter. That devotion is what we are learning in these institutions. These sports meet and are all excuses. You do perform a dance, you learn a stunt, or you make a speech or sing a song. These are all your ways to strengthen the devotion that is within you, which finds an expression in your actions. But the core is devotion. And devotion is love for God. That's all is devotion, love. Devotion is not rituals. Devotion is not knowing Ashtottar Nama, Shatanama. Devotion is not knowing all the yajna, homas, yagas, mantras. Devotion is not dressing up like a devotee according to the traditions of the sampradaya. Devotion is even not wearing whites or saris because you are coming to see me. Devotion is simply love for God. Bhakti is love for God, that's all it is. And para bhakti is such a love where there is no conditionality at all. Para bhakti. And it is said in our scriptures, Yasya deve para bhakti yatha deve tatha gurau tasyaite katitha hi artha prakashante mahatmanaha. Which means, the one who has devotion towards God, that pure love for God, there is no asking, there is no demanding, there is no transacting, there is no business-like relation. It's one-sided, it just goes and goes and goes as love towards the divine. The one who has love towards the divine like that and also equally love towards the Guru. So they distinguish that, they make a distinction. Love towards God and love towards Guru. The one who has that kind of love, unconditional, there is no demands, no expectations, no asks in that love. Such a person alone understands these great truths of the scriptures which he was talking about. Yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tatha guru. The same quality of devotion as it is towards God, the same quality of devotion is towards the guru also. Means no expectations, no demand, no ask, nothing. Because once you have devotion, everything is looked after. That is what Krishna says. Why you worry? Where is the question to open your mouth and ask something? It's not necessary. So that is the kind of devotion. Tasyaite kathita hi artha. To such a person, when the truth is told, prakashante mahatmana, in their mind, the truth reveals itself like effulgence. Like when you switch on the light, everything gets revealed. In the darkness, nothing is seen. Even if things exist, you can't see. Likewise, their minds become shining. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Their mind becomes full of effulgence. Diyo yonaha. So that kind of effulgence happens to who? To a devoted person. And who is a devoted person? There is nothing else in the mind of that person other than God. Everything else is secondary or even unnecessary. If it fits into the scheme of God, let it be. Whether it's family, position, work, anything. If it doesn't fit into the scheme of things of God, not necessary. I was just mentioning this morning. People are talking about, what is devotion, what is mission, what is Tyaga Jivana, and all these questions are coming up because we are going towards a meeting on 11th and 12th about, it's called Atma Samiksha, because we want to sort of do some self-analysis of where we are vis-a-vis the mission, how we are responding to the call of the mission, and where are the gaps, where are the issues, what challenges and questions. So we are discussing. So I was mentioning that. See, devotion to God and Guru alone can help you be in this mission. And what kind of devotion? Devotion which is unconditional, without expectations, without demands, without asks, without any transaction-like feelings. That alone. If you get this, I will be devoted. If you don't get this, I won't be devoted. That doesn't matter. It is not devotion at all. Bhagavan used to say, Anni Tirste Sai Baba, lekpote Rai Baba used to say. Sai Baba, when everything he is fulfilling, all the wishes. The moment he doesn't fulfill one wishes, Rai Baba means made of stone, stone Baba. Not a God Baba. He used to keep laughing and joking and that. And a lot of people come like that. And he used to also say, there are people here who will go to different places and pray to different gods. Whichever, try everything, some God will listen like that. Their idea is like shopping, going around window shopping. And he used to tell a story which stayed with me. Once upon a time, it so happened that a boy had to write an exam. And then he first went and prayed to Ganesha because he had not studied much. So he was scared. So he went, put the Ganesha's photo on the altar, got some lamp and laddu and coconuts and all that thing, prayed and lit an incense stick and all that. But he miserably failed in that exam. So he got upset. This Ganesha did not help me at all. I am not going to worship him. Next day he got, let's say, Shiva's photo. Put the Shiva saying that you are father of Ganesha, at least you will have a little more sense than him. I am now praying to you. Please let me pass my exam today. It's a difficult one, mathematics. He prayed, lit the lamp, put the incense, flowers, everything, but he did miserably in the exam. Now he got Parvati said, you are the wife of Shiva, at least you will have more sense than him. Let me pray to you. So Durga he prayed to, did not do well. Like that Bhagavan would joke, he also got Sai Baba photo, put it there and prayed, but nothing happened. But when he was, every time he would fail, what he would do, he'll take the photo, lock them in the cupboard, because he said, you are a useless God, you didn't help me in the exam. And he'll get a new God and worship, trying again. So when he was worshipping like that, finally, the incense which was going, all the incense was moving towards the cupboard. And he thought, why should the other gods enjoy my worship when they did not help me in my exams? They should not enjoy the incense, the nice fragrance of my incense sticks. So he took pieces of cloth, a kerchief, and tied tightly around all the photos, saying that none of you should smell the fragrance of my incense. You don't deserve it. You didn't help me. Like that he was doing. The moment he did that, all the gods appeared from the cupboard, it seems. He has all this while I prayed, neither of you appeared nor you helped. Today you all appeared in front of me. What happened? He said, because first time you believed that I am in the photo. That you thought that I am listening to you when you are praying. And that's why you tied the cloth so that I don't breathe, I don't smell the fragrance of incense sticks. Today only you have demonstrated faith in my presence. That's why all the gods started appearing. Why I am telling this story is that one is, of course, is a transactional bhakti which is of no use. The second is because one conversation with Bhagwan, when I said, Bhagwan, this is your photo, I was showing a photo. He said, no, this is me, this is not a photo. He corrected me. This is not a photo, this is me. Lot of difference between calling that a photo versus calling that Bhagwan. It's a huge difference in your attitude and understanding. This is not photo, this is me. He said, photo is also me, but I am not the photo, he said. Photo is also me, but I am not the photo. Don't just restrict me to a picture. I am more than that. What is God? God is everything. God is everything. You can't contain God in photos and pictures and forms and names. That is a very limited understanding of God. God is everything. That is what he explained. And the second statement that he made, which is very important, should stay with you. It so happened at some point in time when I was speaking to him and I asked him, and there was a conversation and he would appear from anywhere, any time. It was such a relation. So one said, where are you coming from? He said, I am coming from inside you. Because earlier he had told me a story. He told when the Draupadi prayed, O Dwarka Vasi, then Krishna had to go to Dwarka and return from there. When Draupadi prayed, O Mathura Vasi, Krishna had to go to Mathura and return from there. Likewise, Krishna had to go every time somewhere and return when she was crying out in the court of Kauravas, O Mathura Vasi, Dwarka Vasi, O Brajavasi. So Krishna had to go and return only to fulfill Draupadi's word that you called me by the name Dwarka Vasi, so I ensured that I came from Dwarka. But just when I was coming to save you, you called me Mathura Vasi, I returned to Mathura and then came back again. That's why there is a delay in saving you, because she complains. Why did you delay in saving me? She said, you were the reason for that. You kept on calling my different names. Like if you call me, oh Gulbarga Vasi, I have to go to Gulbarga campus and come back. Mandya Vasi, I have to go to Mandya campus and come back. Finally, Draupadi said, oh Hridaya Nivasi, Krishna, save me. Then immediately Krishna could appear. In the sense, he saved her honor with that Akshaya Sari. So he said, find the right adjective for God. Hridaya Vasi, you are in my heart. The moment he said, you are in my heart, immediately he appeared. So Bhagavan told, I am coming from inside you. I said, how can you come from inside me? Then he said, because I am you. Therefore I am coming from you. I am you. I am not different from you. Now these are very big statements, very, you feel it is very, I don't know what, some kind of a fantasy. No, I am you. I am you at the higher level, not as the physical forms and names. When Bhagavan says, I and you are one, it does not mean we are physically one. It is at the spiritual level that one divinity permeates everything. In that divinity, all are one. In that divinity, there is no transaction, no condition. Can right hand ask the left hand, can you give me one more chapati? Do you go to dining hall and do that? No, your hands only, both are your hands. If it's in right hand, it can always go to the left. From the left hand, it can always go to the right. There is no asking there. That is the connection between the devotee and the Lord. They are one. They are one. True devotee is one with the divine. Only physically they exist as separate two, but they are only one. And one more thing he told me is that all people say, Sai Baba is God, Sai Baba is God. He told me that is wrong. Imagine, after having been a student, having done everything and going around telling everybody that Bhagavan is God, oh, Sai Baba is God. Suddenly Sai Baba himself tells me, no, that is a wrong statement. Sai Baba is not God. I was stunned, like most of you are. He said, God is Sai Baba. Sai Baba is God is not correct. God is Sai Baba. I don't know what you understood for clapping. But there's a world of difference between all the three things that I said just now. Photo is also me, but I am not the photo. I am coming from you because I am you. Sai Baba is not God, God is Sai Baba. Very powerful ideas. You have to contemplate on this. Because initially I didn't understand. We were very happy jumping around, the photos and idols and doing our bhajans and nagar sankirtans and doing everything as part of the organization. But suddenly he turned the tables on me. In fact, I remember I was in Colombia, Bogota, and your David Consweet was there. So he took me, he and Jenny took me to some half a day I was free. So we went around walking around the city. And then we were sitting and having a conversation, I don't know, over a nice, some nice food of that Colombian delicacies. And in the cafeteria, he told me, so tell me what's the latest that Bhagwan has told you and all that. And I told him this, you know, Sai Baba is not God. Whatever he's eating, it just fell from his mouth. What? I remember his expression. Face became red, eyes widened, and everything in his mouth I could see. She was shocked. What are you talking? Sai Baba is not God. All this while we were believing. So I said, no, wait, let me finish. Sai Baba is not God. God is Sai Baba. Like God was Matsya, God was Kurma, God was Varaha, Narahari, Vamana, Krishna, Rama, everybody. Parshurama. Like that, God is also Sai Baba, he said. You know, it took a lot of time for me to digest that truth. I couldn't assimilate it because I wanted to worship him as God. He is my God and everybody is God and he is the most powerful avatar and this, that, Purna avatar. We are so very, almost fanatics. Our devotion was bordering fanaticism actually. But he suddenly changed everything, said, no, change your perspective. God is Sai Baba. God was there before Sai Baba came. God was there when Sai Baba was there. And God will be there after Sai Baba is not there. God always was, is and will be. Sai Baba will come and go. He suddenly changed my whole understanding of devotion, spirituality, surrender. Everything he changed. In these very small sentences. And he was always like, he never gave big talk. His statements will be very small and sharp. And he told me, remember this. It will clear a lot of headache from your minds. A lot of understanding will be clear now. So, yasya deve para bhakti yatha deve tatha guru. That bhakti towards Sai Baba, also towards God. But fanaticism that this itself is God and nothing else is God is what has led to all the religious wars in the world. My God alone is real God. Your God is no God. The other day I was in Francis of Assisi's place. She sang, so I remembered. I was meeting somebody. He's a Jewish rabbi, also a good friend of David Consweet. So some conversation, the joke came up and I said, you know, there was a meeting of all the religious leaders in the world and they are to discuss that about God and spirituality and how to control the religious fanaticism and wars that are happening in the name of religion. So they had a conference. In the conference, everybody discussed for 3 days and finally concluded there is only one God. So the organizer of the conference, somebody like me, was very relieved that everybody has concluded, the Christian, the Muslim, the Jew, the Zoroastrian, everybody has concluded that there is only one God. Finally, we have achieved the goal. Just when the program was getting over, they again started getting into argument and started fighting with each other. So the organizer asked, what's wrong? What happened? Just now you concluded there is only one God. They said, yeah, we only concluded one God, but which God is that one God we have to conclude still? So again they started fighting which God is that one God. Sometimes our devotion can also take this madness of my God versus your God. My way how God would be versus your way how God would be. And then we start ridiculing each other's gods. But our students, their understanding of God and devotion should go beyond para vidya, para bhakti, para amatma. That is where your devotion should be. Your God should be the universal God. Your bhakti should be unconditional bhakti. Your understanding of each other is that same divinity exists in all of us. Paramatma exists in everybody. Jivatma is Paramatma. That is all our Upanishad says. This kind of vidya is Paravidya. Even devotion is Aparavidya only. Because you're still stuck with names and forms and identities. Only when you go beyond that, where there are no forms and identities, there's only one, that's when it becomes Para. So your Paravidya should lead you to that. Of course, you can't jump that whole thing, like you can't climb, go to the third floor, you just don't take a jump from ground floor to the top floor. Step by step you go. So all these karma, bhakti, jnana, all these are steps. Sports meet you do it for the love of God. Few steps you have climbed towards that higher understanding. Do it with devotion and surrender. Few more steps you have climbed. Bhakti. Do with the understanding that what you are doing is God alone doing through you and God alone is enjoying through you. Another floor you have climbed and finally you have reached the place where you are one with the truth. This is the ultimate truth. So if you don't understand this, then tomorrow you will fight, my Guruji is better than your Guruji, and there will be a war outside the gates. Sathya Sai Baba was the best God, and my Sadguru is the best Sadguru, and then you will pick up fights with all other people who follow other gurus and other avatars and gods. We are not here to do that. So remember that. What should you remember? God is also a photo, but photo is also God. God is not just the photo is also God. A murti is there. God is not the murti, but murti is also God. And God does not come from anywhere. The divinity within, without that same divinity that permeates, is the real God. All other gods are one level below. The avatars, what he said, descendant gods. That's why our scriptures say, Dvevava Brahmano Rupe, Murtam cha, Amurtam cha. Two types of Brahman exist, the Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma. Nirguna Brahma is the highest, the formless day. So remember that when your devotion is there, do all these things, but do it for the highest love of highest God. I am only a representative of that because we have to relate to somebody. Now that God, if he smiles, we don't know whether he is smiling. Or if he is frowning, we don't know whether he is frowning. At least I can tell you what is happening. So to that extent, some help when you have a guru or a avatar around you. It helps you to focus, it helps you to align your thoughts, words, actions, but only it helps you till that extent. Beyond that, it is your own efforts. I don't know how much has gone into it, but all I'm saying is that your devotion should be unconditional. There should not be transaction in it. What will I get if I do this thing? The other day, somebody wrote to me like this, I have been a devotee for last 40 years and I am now having cancer. What is the point of being devotee? I said, who said that devotees should not have cancer or can't have cancer? Or they should be saved or not saved? Who are we to tell God? We have our karmas also chasing after us. Isn't it? All the good, bad that we have done will come after us. At least God will give us the moral, mental strength to go through it. But expecting miracles every day God will perform, that is when He is my God, that is not devotion at all. Let us not grow into that kind of fanaticism in the name of devotion, or business-like transaction in the name of devotion, or narrow-minded understanding of God in the name of devotion. Let's have that broader understanding of divinity as all omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent reality, that universal truth. And of course, it is difficult to grasp in the beginning, so we go through the forms and names, which is also fine. But it is not the end of the road. That is very important. That is very important to devotees, to students, to everybody. I don't know how many small children have understood, but they should know that at least with God, we should not do business. ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೂದಲು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೂದಲಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಐ ಡೂ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೇರ್ to give you marks? What will I do with it? Like that, transactions are not divinity. You give hair out of your understanding that you want to give up your body consciousness or your beauty and look and your distraction toward the body. You shave your head, you don't look so nice. In a way, you are less concentrating on your body, more on the God. That is good enough. Not for any other reason. So don't do all these calculations and do devotion. I've chanted 108 times. At least 8 marks I should get, if not 100. Don't do all this. I am not going to fulfill any of those things. Right? I am only interested in your spiritual evolution. If that happens, do sports meet, do devotion. If you have reason in your understanding of God and divinity, let us do sports meet. If the sport meets had led only to ego clashes, fights and one-upmanship and competitions have led to heartburns and hatred towards each other, I don't want those competitions. We don't want those cultural events. We don't want the sports events. Because it has led to more enmity and hard feelings. We don't want such programs. If you're doing it for the offering of God, whoever wins, how does it matter? God only won, no? If your brother wins or a sister wins, who won? Swami only won. He is in him also, he is in her also, he is in everybody. So who lost? Swami only lost. So equal, there is no need to worry. He only wins, he only loses. Then where is the question of us feeling bad or good about anything? We just enjoy the game, we just enjoy the game. That is why life is a game, play it, he used to keep saying. Life is love, enjoy it, he used to say. Do it with love. You have games going on. I'm sure a little here and there, that feeling competitive spirit is there. It is good. Competitive spirit is good only for self-improvement. That, oh, he's doing that. His technique is better. Can I learn from him that technique and can I improve? That is good enough. From the opponent also you can learn. But carrying hatred, enmity, anger, or some kind of ill feeling for anybody, not allowed. Then we don't want these sports and cultural events because it is leading to worse understanding of things. So whoever wins, I only win. Whoever loses, I only lose. That is how your feeling should be. And you should be equal-mindedness. Just now she said, equanimity, sama dukkha sukhe krutva. It is not easy. Sukha, at least sometimes you can adjust. Dukkha means not, why should I be sorrowful? So try all these are great ideas. As I said, scriptures are our greatest refuge. If the scripture, compassion of these great sages, that they put it in words, they could have enjoyed the truth and walked away without bothering to tell us about it. But they wrote it down, spoke about it. That's why they are gurus. That's why we worship them. And because that leads us to our own divinity, our devotion to the Guru is equal to the devotion to God. Because without Guru, how will we attain God? Without that guidance, how will we reach the truth? That is why so much of worship in our culture, Guru is placed higher than God. Guru Gobind Dovu Khade, Kake Lagu Paye. Balihari Guru Apno, Gobind Diyo Bataye, it says. When God and Guru both are standing, whom should I first bow down to? I should bow down to the Guru because Guru is the one who showed me God. That's what this. That's why Parabhakti should be equal for Guru and God. You should not differentiate between the two. So whatever he says, you want to listen, listen. But what I'm saying is that Guru and God are not two different entities. If a Guru is not equal to God, he's no Guru at all. Because he's not realized the truth, that what will he teach you when he himself has not realized? And if he realized the truth, then it is equal to God. So Guru and God are equal in that sense. True Guru and God are equal. No difference in our minds. Many people also said, that sports meet was a trend, tradition from a many, many years kind of thing. We all enjoyed that. That's true. But I think we are sending out a much bigger message through sports meet. Not just children's devotion for one form or name, but we are sending out these children are growing in their understanding idea of a better world for everybody, where everybody is equal, where everybody is cared for, everybody is loved and served. That idea is far more powerful when it goes out as a program from our institutions. So that is what I was trying to convey to somebody. Develop devotion, but have no transaction in the devotion. God knows best. Whatever is given to us, it is the best that He has done for us this point in time. Maybe your expectations were different, that's why you are suffering. But in God's eyes, that was the best thing that could have been done. Always remind yourself that God is never partial, God is never prejudiced, God is always complete in His love and His grace on you. We and our devotion, when it is lacking, that is when we end up into bad situations. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. If you are a devotee, you will never suffer. If you are not a devotee, that's when the problem starts in life. And devotion means unconditional love for God, and there are no transactions, no business in that. That is how one should develop devotion. In our institution, devotion should be like that. In other institutions, they teach in different ways. That is fine. I do not mind. But here it is. I'll close with that. It's already 8 o'clock. Once I went to one temple in Tamil Nadu. Sharabareshwarar temple it is. Sharaba, is a special form of an animal god. It so happened, that Narsimha avatar happened, right? When that is an Avesha avatar just now. He just came at that moment because Prahalada was in trouble. Hiranyakashipu hit the pillar. Narsimha avatar came, tore that Hiranyakashipu open and all that. But after that, it seems Narsimha avatar was so furious. Nobody could control. He went around rampaging everything. That time it seems, who will control somebody as powerful as that? Then Shiva took the avatar of Sharaba. He is another animal bigger than Narsimha avatar. Somewhere we have these Sharabas also in temples you will see. I don't know whether in our Shiva temple any Sharaba is there. I was there, you should go and see. So Lord Shiva became a Sharaba and he killed Narsimha. If he hadn't killed him, then Narsimha was so angry that he was killing everybody. Anyway, it's Avesha avatar, so don't get into the problem, Shiva killed Vishnu. But that's the story. The idea is that happened. So I asked, why would this story go around here? Then slowly they told, see, at some point of time, these Vaishnavites and Shaivites were always fighting. The Vishnu Bhaktas said Vishnu is the greater God. Shiv Bhaktas were saying Shiva is the greater God. So when Narsimha Avatar story came, look at our God, how intelligent our God is. Hiranyakashipu says, you can't kill me in day, you can't kill me in night, I'll kill you in the evening. You can't kill me on the earth, you can't kill me in the sky, I'll kill you on my lap. You can't kill me inside the house, you can't kill me outside the house, I'll kill you on the doorstep. You can't kill me with weapon, I'll kill you with nails. Man cannot kill me and God, animal cannot kill me. Man plus animal kills him. Every situation, how intelligent Vishnu is. Then they say, you know, finally your Vishnu was killed by our Shiva. Sharaveshwara. I said, see, let us not tell this story to people who are coming over here, who killed whom. It will unnecessarily confuse them. Because some point in time people used to show that they are superior to others. So all I am trying to say is that names and forms can always create confusion, and sometimes we get into this religious fanaticism. My guru is better than yours, my God is better than your God, my religion is better than your religion. Let us not get into that. There is only one God, as we understand. The same Supreme is in all of us. Whoever wins, God wins. Whoever loses, God loses. So there is no need of hatred, there is no need of extra celebrations. Everything is okay. But what is in your hand? To do your part. You play the game well, you play to the best of your abilities, you practice, you work hard. That is your offering to the divine. That's it. There the matter should end. Beyond that, if you carry any ill feelings or emotions from the playgrounds and competition arenas, you have not followed my teachings. They are not my true disciples. Because true disciples always follow the Guru. Isn't it? So remember that. I'll close it at that. I'll see you all tomorrow.
सर्वसुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे सर्वसुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम् दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरकाय दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरकाय सर्वलोकहितरताय सर्वमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय ब्रह्मज्ञानबोधकाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सत्य साई प्रियाय सत्य प्रेम विग्रहाय सत्य साई प्रियाय सत्य प्रेम विग्रहाय नित्य शुद्ध निर्मलाय नित्य मंगलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय दिव्य मंगलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम् ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवं मरियन्तयुनीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयुनीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशरणा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय